I'm holding court, you standing trial. Why ain't I see you around?
So, I mean, here it is, as a brand, No Limit is flying high. You know what I mean? U, P, C, I mean, the whole roster. And then, as we know, bam, you know what I'm saying? Bro, C, you know what I'm saying? C Murder, Corey, he gets hit with the M. You know what I mean? What was that like? Because now you got a brother, deceased, and now you got a brother facing, potential life.
So I started writing this. I started doing this thing called you'll like this. I've been doing it for like the last 3 weeks. So it's called My Brother's Keeper, right? So people don't realize me being the youngest, right? So this all affects me like the most, meaning that I see it all. So you got like my brother got killed. You got C that's in jail, and you got P that's successful. So I got 3 different angles, and I'm balanced though. So I'm right down the middle, right or wrong. I'm right down the middle, and I think that.
Never looked at it like that, Slim. That's interesting.
No, it's crazy, and when somebody told me, my boy from Detroit was like, man, because it's a lot on me because I don't think about nothing else. Like I'm good like as far as everything. So even my bros and them, it's like love them all, but I'm just gonna be me consistently, right? So I could give you 1,000 reasons why I think that C is a good guy. Give you 1,000 reasons why I think that P is a good guy. And rest in peace to my brother Kevin, which is was my A1. Like he would be like, he would hustle to make sure I'm good. But I'm the little brother, so right. So that's, and with P the same thing, and C would jump through a roof, same thing. They all would do it for me. So I would do for them the same way. So I hate the fact that sometimes in our personal life, whatever, it becomes public. But everybody really care about each other equally. We might bump heads, so we might say X, Y, Z. I will tell both of them the same thing. If they might not want to hear from me, but I'm like, don't call me if you don't want to hear the truth of nobody, because you guys can either call me or don't call me at all. I'm just gonna be living my life, but I'm not saying I'm right, but I'm out of it. So I'm not technically, but at the same time, because personally, we're on the streets, so of course P might do more for me, but at the same time, C, without needing anything from nobody, right? I think as somebody who's innocent in jail, so
right.
It's a big difference from being innocent
right.
and from being guilty. So if he was guilty of the crime for real, I'll just go visit him and put some money on his books and be like, yep, see when I see you, my guy, because that's just the standard of how whatever they give you, they give you. But the part that hurt the most is innocent, and I think as family sometimes the need trumps everything else. So I don't know if y'all two who's right or wrong, but if you was in jail court for life, I think you trump my need a little bit more.
Right.
Because he's out here, got his little studio, whatever. Right. But you in there with, and I just feel like I got to balance it off.
Yeah.
I try to balance it off and be honest with all my family. And P get a raw stick of it sometime too, because when you're at the top of it, they expect they expect you to do everything. Exactly. But I think he tries, he wants to. Yeah. But just stuff like that. Well, we have that communication. We talk about that. People don't see it, so they don't know what the full dynamics are.
Right. I get accused a lot, especially because of the social media, and even internally. You know what I'm saying? Because it's layers to our family and our thing of defending P a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Well, as you should.
Yeah, and what it is not necessarily defending him, but he's only a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not God. You know what I mean? Like, he can only do so much, and I think a lot of people hold him to, I feel, they hold him to an unrealistic standard that they can't even hold themselves to. And he's not perfect. I mean, we know that. We'll be the first to say that. That's my brother too, you know what I mean? But I think that sometimes he kind of, like you said, I think he gets it's a little unfair. You know what I mean? The expectation sometimes.
Well, it's, you know what it is? It costs to be the boss, right?
That's true. Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
It is. Yeah. And so I wouldn't dare go out, even on this show, any show, and even mention either way. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to tell nobody what's right or what's wrong. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to tell them directly, because I'll tell C that too. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, if I talk to people, you know, whatever. So I feel like, but it's a balance. Right. It's unbalanced, but it's a balance that us gonna have to figure that out, right? Mm-hmm. So,
and let me clarify too. What I mean by that, I mean by public opinion. I'm not speaking.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, because as it pertains to really family and Miller, I don't get involved in that.
No,
I'm saying the public. You know.
Yeah, that's your bro. I mean, you gotta think about it. You know, you gotta look at it like y'all grew up together.
Right.
You and Steven grew up together, so you holding the person you know down like that, which is that's fair enough. Mm-hmm. But what I wouldn't let you or nobody do is disrespect anybody with my last name in the public though. Right, so if I heard you say, man, FC, then it's we all bets off. Yeah. And me and you cool like that, but at the same time, I wouldn't let nobody say nothing about him. Nobody, right? So my sister, nobody. So I think that as a friend, you could just keep it there.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
Oh, I got you, my guy, whatever.
For sure.
And that's not disrespectful to C. That's just because you ain't never say nothing bad about C. You just say everything good about P, which is fair.
Yeah, I mean, because listen, family hit me. You know what I'm saying? Sidebar, like, hey, you know, just be cool. Yeah. I was like, look, I don't have nothing to say. I'm talking public. Yeah. So I'm saying to the world, as y'all are judging this man, you know, back off. You know what I'm saying? Now, internally, hey, I don't got nothing.
No, that's fair. And that's the thing. That's the reason why we could speak that way, because I'm not gonna say it. So somebody might want to say, I'm not saying nothing, because if I can't tell the whole thing on myself, everybody, I'm not gonna say anything, because
for sure.
That's just gonna be more and more few.
And at the end of the day, it's nobody's business. You know, that's the thing that I got kind of frustrated with during that time. Is it's nobody's business. Like, if your last name ain't Miller, shut up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shut up. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because what I felt like was a gatekeeper at that time. Like y'all in a room, you know, talking, having a family discussion, argument, whatever it is, and I'm at the door, you know, shutting the door behind me and telling everybody else, look, man, y'all go get you some business. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even in the room. You know what I mean? Go get you some business. So, you know, but that's the world that we in. Social media, they want the caption, they want the salaciousness.
But you see, that's why I operate how I operate. I mean, this is probably you, my guy, so we just talking candy.
Sure,
but I don't even say nothing publicly. You see how I'm under the radar. But at the same time, that's kind of like when you put yourself out there, you could expect a lot. So if I say something, I'm going to expect opinions either way. Yeah. I respect them if I say something. That's why I keep it just like this, because you're not going to know who I care about more, because I don't care about them more. Right. I care about, listen, you could have your favorite basketball team. Well, you can have whatever. You can understand that part. But at the same time, the world wouldn't know that. I just feel like at some time, some people need more than others. Yeah. So if that ever comes out like that, then that's fair, and that's fair game. But I just pray for my bro C, because he's innocent.
For sure.
And I don't know I don't know like the, you know, I mean, I've been there, so I don't really wish that on anybody. So if I could do this, if I could just get him out and he can get free tomorrow, right? I would fade into the bliss. You ain't even got to call me. You two, none of y'all ain't got to call me. No, we good. Yeah. And I wish best for both of y'all, right? That's kind of like, that's more important to me, that both of my brothers are successful. Right. My sister's successful. My grandpa, like, if y'all could do that, I'll be good, because I'm gonna go make what I gotta make. I do it all the time. You know how I do it all the time. So I ain't asking none of them for, even though I could go to either one, and they'll give me straight off their back. But if you guys are all right, so my whole thing is, P's a hustler, he's gonna be all right, whatever. C is locked up doing a L with no parole. That right there, until that get up out of there, that's just gonna be heavy on our heart no matter what, right? So I just feel like if we could just get that, and then if C be like, any kind of way, we love you, I love you, whatever, you ain't even gotta call me. Because once you get out of that, that's like, okay, that's a burden right there. Cool, live your life, have fun. We get together when we get together, and same with everybody in my whole family. Nobody ain't got to really call me like that. I ain't really got to talk to nobody like that, but I love everybody. But if anybody has like negative or has anything stupid to say or dumb to say, then I'm just living my life. I'm just waking up in the morning, going, having fun, doing what I'm doing, and that's good for me. The only thing ain't good for me is having somebody that's your brother, because it's just it's four of us, and they doing that innocently. I don't care how much money you got or how much money you making, how many jokes you make, whatever. When you think of that, that's gonna trump everything. So anyway, that's
kind. What do you think the chances are of C getting a fair shake?
I think eventually gonna get out. I think he's gonna get out because he's innocent. So everybody know who actually did it, right? So I think that somebody just got to fight for him consistently, and you see that the world is evolving on accountability. They purposely put him in there for that reason, because they get away with so much. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from, when I was growing up,
it was careers made off of this case.
No question. And let me tell you what's crazy part about it is, when I was growing up, I'll be with my boys, whatever, right? And then my dude would be like, boom, they got him, took him off the street, say he did something, blah, 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 30 years, Angola, boom, right? And I was like, this is crazy. This is a good dude. I know he didn't do it, but maybe he did. Maybe one day he just flipped out and did it, right? I found out all of my friends were just snatched up to fill Angola up to work for the next 30 years, right?
Wow.
And you think that, and I don't want to talk about this too much, but what's happening with the police and stuff like that, you think that just happened? No, it's just the phones just got a little bit more clear. They got we got the big phones,
got better
now,
footage,
and you got camera, you got everything, the Ring doorbells, stuff like that, right?
Being caught now just more often.
Yeah. So when I was growing up, I was like, bam, they killed my boy because they reached for the cop gun. I'm like, why would you do something stupid like that, Ray? Right? Come to find out, I'm realizing Ray would never do that because he's not like that. But if they say it, then it's like it's law, and nobody's gonna question the books unless you have one of these, right? So I looked at it, I say, man, the dude I talk about in the Miss My Homie song, that was a real dude. They say he had a scuffle with a police officer and they shot him, boom. And I'm thinking back, I say, man, why would you do something like that? Just lay your butt down and get your handcuffs. And I realized that was just the thing they was doing. They were just doing it back then, and they was getting away with it because it's Louisiana. So same thing with C. It's like careers was made off of it. Same with Mac too. Careers made off of it, right? And it was just one of those things where he got caught up in it. I'm not gonna lie to you that it's a place where sometimes you have to sit down for a little bit. I get that part, but what they doing to him now is unacceptable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, that's sad. I mean, Free C murder. I got a chance to, when I first came to No Limit in 95, 96, when we were in Oakland, I got a chance to be around him a little bit. You know what I mean? He was always cool, cordial. I could tell that he was an independent thinker. You know what I'm saying? He stood on his own, you know what I mean? But always was very personable with me, you know what I mean? So yeah, Free C,